Hello guys, so today we're going over this article. As of course, the media is always trying to use excuses for Rise of Skywalker. They're always, remember back in, Mars, they were trying to use, they're trying to start, damage control of Captain Marvel. They tried doing it with Solo, they did it with Solo, with Star Wars story. They made excuses after excuses after excuse to say, oh my god, the box office is down, okay? Solo bombed, okay? And they use excuse after excuse after excuse when Dark Phoenix bombed, when Dark Fate bombed, when Man Back International bombed, when all these woke movies continued on bombing, okay? And also bombed on Blu-ray and DVD, okay? It does these guys just never listen, okay? Doesn't matter if you have like physical media, digital media, or go to theaters and watch movies, okay? No matter where you go, people do not want to see Booksmart. People do not want to see all these woke movies, okay? People are not going to want to watch The Rise of Skywalker as much as The Last Jedi, okay? Nobody's going to watch Dark Fate. No one wants Dark Phoenix, okay? Big franchises can fail, okay? Successful franchises can fail. Star Wars, as proven by Solo, can fail, okay? And of course the MCU will probably eventually fail at some point as well. Okay, the Force. So here's the article. Box office predictions down for Rise of Skywalker as the Star Wars returns. So the Force has come to some new allies to run up the release of the Star Wars: The Rise of Woke Walker. Okay, no Walker. Okay, the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and Deadline tried to downplay box office predictions to show that the final film could make well under $200 million. For 99% of the movies, the figures are stunning. This is Star Wars. You know, they're using this. It's a whole excuse when whole excuse to get used. Okay, same thing with Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon's another franchise that they can say Pokemon's too big to fail. Okay, you know, if Pokemon Sword and Shield did sell 6 million copies, but what about the next Pokemon game? Okay, Pokemon Sword and Shield is just as divisive as the Last Jedi. Okay, a lot of people are going to be tricked into buying Pokemon Sword and Shield like the Last Jedi. Okay, people could be tricked, and because the main Pokemon community is gonna be like, oh my god, these are the best games ever. Okay, but probably by the months go by, they'll probably realize how bad Sword and Shield really is, and stop until they realize after they're done getting the money from Game Freak, they'll realize, oh my god, these games are not really that great. Okay, you know, the form made 214 million into the box office. Such files set under below standard Star Wars tally. Rise of Skywalker could make around 175 to 200 million. I think that could go only for 150 million was destroy these idiots predictions. But $248 million haul from the last guy's $220 million tally from the first Pacific weekend as a potentially soft ball for the saga that Disney hopes spin off in a number of new ways. The the T8 styles were seen quickly leave to defend the modest numbers that is on par of early forecasts with the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi. Of course, they can find some way to use excuses. Oh, early forecasts for Force Awakens and the Last Jedi were small. Okay, actually, box office poll for the Last Jedi was actually not near close to the actual numbers. Then why you're making up excuses? Literally, excuses after excuses. Other outlets saw the Last Jedi hitting over $200 million as well. Force Awakens also had some suggesting that eclipse the $200 million mark as well. Lucasfilm and Disney are trying to manage expectations for Star Wars, and the volatile say, and here we go again. This is why I said that they always gonna use this excuse, okay? Volatile box office, okay? It's not like Hollywood just doesn't learn the lesson, okay? Next year's box office could be much better than this year, okay? Oh, but it doesn't have Disney 5 remake 800, okay? But has much more movies people want to watch, okay? It has much more actual competition next year, okay? You have much more movies next year, okay? I won't be surprised if this year's box office was entirely manipulated by Disney, okay? We had many movies that could make bank at the box office that were delayed the next year that were supposed to come out this year, okay? And Disney, of course, put all the eggs in one basket, so they'll probably take a back seat for next year, okay? You know, of course, Disney gonna enjoy the success right now. Oh my God, they have, $1 billion movies, okay? The achievement for us. But then you realize you put all your eggs in one basket, the MCU's gonna die after Endgame, okay? Star Wars is a dying franchise, okay? You know, and Frozen 2 is probably the only, and Toy Story 4 are probably the only legitimate successes that Disney had, okay? The remakes, they're eventually going to run out of ideas for movies to remake, okay? Every remake that had got a sequel did worse than the first one, okay? So far to box office, well, we'll get all the movies that come out this year, okay? How many of the movies can you say are great movies? Probably around 10 to 12 movies, okay? But most of the movies that come out this year will SW or woke slaps, okay? We'll get Charlie's Angels, we'll get Dark Fate, we'll get, Dark Phoenix, we'll get Man Black International, we'll get, Booksmart, we'll get Midsummer, okay? Movies that these critics popped up, except for Dark Phoenix and Man Black International. Most of these movies were popped up by the critics saying how much of a masterpiece they are, and no one went to go see them, okay? No one's gonna go out and watch Booksmart, okay? Booksmart's not gonna become the next Fearless Bear's Day Off, or the next, next classic of coming of age comedy. It just won't, okay? Midsummer will not become the next classic horror movie, okay? You have these people on the internet trying to tell me, oh, but Midsummer will become a classic, but nobody likes the movie. No one's buying the movie on Blu-ray. No one's buying the movie on DVD. No one's buying the movie, okay? How can it become a classic if no one wants to see it, okay? How is Dark Phoenix gonna become a classic? How is Red Black and National gonna become a classic? How is fucking Cyrus Angels and fucking, Dark Phoenix become no, Dark Fate, not Dark Phoenix. Dark Fate could become a classic. And how is Booksmart gonna become a classic? No one's buying these movies. Dark Phoenix is doing way worse than Apocalypse on Blu-ray and DVD. And of course, they say, oh, but that's because Blu-ray and DVD are dying. But it does worse than Apocalypse everywhere. And of course, you can have these people use the same excuses every single time, and that's how it is. Okay, the same excuses they're gonna use. Okay, $4 million plus range. Okay, how they're more a threat to Lucas. It is a threat. You guys are really saying that Jumanji is not a threat to Star Wars, okay? Jumanji came very close to being Star Wars domestically and internationally, okay? It actually beat Star Wars internationally, I think, okay? It almost beat Star Wars internationally, okay? And all Jumanji has to do is keep around 304 million domestically and increase its international. It'll probably destroy the Rise of Skywalker, okay? Jumanji's also come out before the Rise of Skywalker, so most people who say, oh my god, the Rise of Skywalker sucks, they just go see Jumanji or probably even Frozen 2 instead. That movie is overrated, but that's the options Disney is giving us, okay? Jumanji's not a Disney movie, it's a Sony movie. But that's, here. So, of course, Disney manages expectations, and of course, blah, blah, blah. Seems well, but working in Skywalker's band that Abrams said, oh, hey, the circus, talk shows. Circus. Nobody watches these talk shows anymore, okay? No one watches, this outdated mainstream media, okay? Film geeks know all about director J.J. Abrams, but to sell his banter, box office can root the box office as silly. How many styles bigger than, Ridley, and, they do bring up a good point here, okay? But there's many more examples. Oprah Winfrey was in, what was that movie again? Called again? A Wrinkle in Time. But A Wrinkle in Time didn't make $1 billion as box office, okay? Taylor Swift is not gonna save Cats, okay? I don't care if Taylor Swift has 100 million followers on Twitter, okay? 100 million followers on Twitter. No, not it's either Twitter or Facebook, okay? One of the two, or I think it's Instagram, okay, or Twitter. She has like 80 to 100 million followers, and Cats is protected to flop. Taylor Swift is not gonna save that movie. Okay, Will Smith, another popular person who has lots of followers on social media, he's not gonna save. He didn't save Man for flopping. Okay, The Rock, he has most followers on Instagram. There are movies that he was in that bombed. Baywatch comes to mind. Okay, some of these stars that I'm talking about are bigger than Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. Okay, these guys are bigger. Okay, And let's get to the biggest and saddest one. Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus. No, I think it's Ariana Grande and some other stars were trying to promote Charlie's Angels. Well, the movie did worse than the Rita Bell Angel, a movie that wasn't propped up by the critics, a movie that they tried to bomb, they tried to tank. Okay. You don't need AAA stars to be in a movie to be a success. Okay, you know, look at A Wrinkle in Time, look at Charlie's Angels, and look at the upcoming movie Cats. Okay, Cats is gonna be a massive bomb. I don't care if it has Taylor Swift in it. The movie's gonna bomb, and that's gonna be the end of the story. And of course, they go over how people hate The Last Jedi, and blah blah blah. And of course, they're gonna defend Star Wars. Blah blah blah. Oh, watch and souls. Ah! You know, I think The Last Jedi's creative decision is deeply down with the franchise, or at least down as the Rise of Skywalker. Okay, that's the way they refer to the film as Red for Tilt and conceived twist in the eighth film, or both. You know, and of course, you look at Star Wars is a dead franchise. I just don't understand why, guys. I think that 175 million is still too high for the Rise of Skywalker. It might gross around towards 175 million, but I still think that this movie is just gonna absolutely be a failure. It might actually have a 175 million dollar opening, but that second weekend drop off, it's gonna be big because this movie is gonna suck. And it's gonna be a pile of trash. Okay, and here. So, and of course, they can use excuses after excuse after excuse. Oh my God, word of mouth is gonna help. No, I think word of mouth is gonna damage this movie because most people who are sick of Disney ruining Star Wars, are not going to go see it. Okay, they're only gonna see it probably just to review it and not see it again. The Last Jedi is already turned off probably billions of people from watching this movie. Again, 220 million tickets. That's still a lot of tickets. Probably 2 million people went to go see the movie, but making at least 2 million people, 2 to 4 million people not want to see the movie, okay? Or let's just say it does half of the Last Jedi, because less than 50% of people actually like the movie. Well, then it will only gross a very awesome gross of $110 million opening week. That's absolutely abysmal if it actually does open half of the Last Jedi, okay? The Last Jedi, okay? And of course, IMDb. We all know how bad IMDb is when it comes to rating movies. Okay, they rate woke movies higher than really high, even though they all suck. Okay, there are a few exceptions like Charlie's Angels, but nobody likes that movie. Nobody likes Batwoman either. That's another one. And that's basically it. So the media is again defending Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It seems like they never learned their lessons. And that's basically it. Goodbye.